Hi, welcome to this video about emotional digestion. I know I've done videos about this before, however, some of the goddesses asked me to speak to it again. So, emotional digestion is processing your life as it's happening. This is important because if you don't take time to digest your emotions, daily emotions, they build and they create a fog. And this fog is similar to an addiction fog. Like if you drink every day or you smoke weed every day or you watch TV every day, any of these addictive things, eat too much sugar every day, right? They create a fog. Not digesting your emotions also creates a fog. So a couple ways you can digest your emotions is journaling. One is meditating and breathing in the emotion, breathing in and out the experience, and just allowing yourself to feel and letting it move through the body. I usually transmute it with gold, white, Holy Spirit healing light if it's dark or stuck in my body. But yes, digesting. So meditation helps. Uh, Journaling helps. Asking yourself hard questions and writing the answers in your journal. Why did I feel that way? Why did I react that way? Why did I respond this way? Why did I talk about my experience and not ask them more questions about their experience? You know, oh, I was distracted because whatever, right? So journaling helps really take note of how you actually feel and what you need. And a lot of this has a lot to do with understanding what you're feeling and needing. And sometimes something really big happens and it needs more time to digest. Somebody dies, you're going to have waves of grief. It's going to hit you. And I would invite you to take that time when it hits you to sit and remember the person and be in the grief. That's the idea of digesting emotions. As you step into a divine feminine path and you're listening to your intuition, it actually is going to save time to digest and process things as they're occurring, as they're arising, or at least at the end of the day. Another thing you can do is take out your cell phone and talk to someone. So what happens is we don't realize that we need to be processing and digesting our own emotions in order to uh, move away from dis-ease in the body, in order to be present, in order to love and serve, in order to live our life on purpose and why we came here. Why are we on this planet right now, right? To love and serve each other. And to be able to do that, can't have all your own stuff going on over and over and over in your realm, in your mind. So this, I'm talking about, you listen to a podcast, you watch a TV show, you have a conversation with your boss, you have a conversation with your partner, all of it's building, and you need time to digest it, to meditate, to journal, to voice memo. So a lot of women, generally, what we'll do is we'll call a friend and talk about it. That can and cannot be helpful. It can and cannot be healthy. It just depends. But if that's your go-to mode for digesting and processing your emotions, I'm here today to invite you into a new, more empowering path where you do it on your own. And then you're available to co-create with your beloved, whoever you're in holy communion with, whoever you're talking to on the phone. So I could call up my friend and say, hey, when so-and-so did this, it made me feel this, and now I don't know if I should do this or this. And then I can receive what their thoughts are on it, which is still not the way I would suggest going about that interaction. I'll get to that in a moment. And if that's all you're doing, that's not a great way to live life. It takes too much time and energy, and it's kind of stealing time and energy from someone else. There's a way to do it, which I just mentioned, where you call a friend and you say, hey, there's things going on in my life I want to talk about. Can we have a container of like 10 minutes where I just share and you can ask me questions and, share your response? Are you available for that? Time investment, energy investment, and then this avoids the other person not really deeply listening, therefore not hearing and seeing you, and you just sharing the story for no reason. This avoids taking and stealing their time and them being like, oh, I don't want to answer the phone when that person calls because they're just haven't digested enough of their own life. And these are our stories. Digesting life in a healthy way allows you to identify your story, your evaluation, interpretation, and judgment around your experiences, your filter. It allows you to see your filter, to strip the filter away, to come back to center of I'm a loving and compassionate human. That's right. I forgot about that. Through all that judgment and all that conditioning and programming and wounding. Okay, now I'm available. Any questions? If you have any questions, write them in the comments. The main invitation is instead of calling girlfriends to talk about life, write, journal, do an audio note. My favorite is to do an audio note, talk to myself, listen back. Then I'll usually have an insight intuitively on what I need to do next at the situation. Occasionally, things have to be digested with others, and that's when you would want to specifically ask others for space to help you digest your life, not just bleh, not just go into the story, not just start sharing without even asking if there's a space to share in. So as we're evolving in consciousness, we get to do these fun things. So I hope this has been so valuable and helpful for you, and it's landed in your heart. It is definitely a practice that I do pretty much daily, at least weekly. Every couple days, I'm usually doing voice memos, and it just depends on how much is going on in life and how much time. And if nothing else, at the end of the day, taking note on things that maybe weren't digested or were or might need to be. Like, oh, my partner did this thing. I still need to talk to them about how that made me feel and what I would need and request for them next time. Or like, I still need to email my boss that thing. And I'm still feeling a little sad about this. But doing that at the end of the day, just this little check-in of what happened emotionally, energetically in your experience is wise. It's a wise idea, and it allows you to come to homeostasis. Like if you can be in harmony with yourself, that means that the things that are happening in life, you're digesting them, and then things happen and you're digesting them. So then you can be in beingness. You can feel your body in the moment. And then you're really living life. Then you're really able and available to serve and love others. If not, there's still things we want others to hear because we're still trying to figure them out. So it's taking their energy, like it's, and then I can't create eros with you. I mean, ultimately, I can't create this beautiful holy communion of co-creation and energy if you're in your, if you're in the past and you're in the future and you're in your story. It's clouding you from being right here with me. And I want to be right here with you. So that's my invitation. I hope that you take note, noticing what needs to process and digest and sitting with your emotions. It's like one of the most amazing superpowers of being a human, of being a woman, the intuitive knowing, the insight. You have all your answers. It's just tricking yourself into sitting down and journaling and talking and listening and meditating and praying, worshiping. Okay. I love you. I'll talk to you in the next video. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like me to speak to, because I am here to serve, and I do like doing video. I just have a slight aversion to screens. My eyes prefer nature. So yes. Other than that, it's great. I love you. I love being able to connect with you in this way.